Look, it's December 2023, and we know what time it is. You're looking at your future for your business, you're trying to figure out what the game plan is, or maybe you've already got your game plan. But the question I have to ask you is, what does your content strategy look like? What's up, everybody? It's Brandon with Churlish Media. My videos are not scripted. And in fact, I probably should have at least bullet points, but it doesn't work out too well. So we're just gonna kind of wing it and see how things go. It's December 2023, and you and I need to have a talk. If you follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, I don't know why, you can follow me at Churlish Media on Instagram and Facebook, and Churlish Brambino at Instagram and Facebook. You know that I posted an announcement video that talked about that I had some new plans coming up for the upcoming year. And I wanted to kind of go over some things with everybody, so that way, as we step into 2024, we as business owners are really getting our foot in and taking either what we don't have and building it, or taking what we have and building it to the next level. So for those who don't know me and you are new to the channel, allow me to introduce myself. Stay tuned for a fancier version of this, by the way. My name is Brandon, and I am a local filmmaker here in Omaha, Nebraska, and I own the company Churlish Media. At Churlish Media, we're a production company that specializes in storytelling and helping businesses speak to their target audience and nurture that audience. We use original content creation and content marketing as our way to connect. So one of the things that we need to talk about is here in Omaha. Yeah, I'm calling Omaha out. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen that I created this short little mini podcast clip thing called Here in Omaha, and I'm talking directly to the business owners, not even the business owners. I'm talking about here, Omaha as a whole. We are easily 10 years behind everyone else all the time with everything. Like, we got a saying here that says, like, we don't coast. Don't know where that came from, but I can tell you right now, if we're not coasting, we are all right with just being good enough. And that's the thing. Everyone else is not going to be good enough. It's about local, but it's also about getting with the times. I mean, think about it. We've got companies that are coming from outside of town and bringing their business here because we're an untapped market. We have so much potential that we're just literally leaving on the table that we don't take the time or the opportunity to showcase and really put ourselves out there. That's just the mentality of the city. And you can argue with me if you want in the comments, but I've talked to hundreds of people over the last 2 years that agree with me. We'll take my job for a prime example. So my job is I work with businesses and I create their content that helps them generate an audience. Example being, I work for a company, Rustic Lumber Store out in Louisville, Nebraska. We're a small team of like maybe 10, and we create some of the most incredible tables and furniture that I've ever seen. And by we, I mean all the carpenters that work there. I am the tech guy, I'm the marketing guy. So I do all the back end stuff. I'm not building anything. When I reached out to Zach 2 years ago when we were starting out, he had an idea in his head, and he had an idea of what the future is and what other cities, what other bigger cities, New York, LA, Chicago, all these bigger places have already started. And it is content marketing. As a business owner, I know you know what content marketing is. You've probably heard it 1,000 times. And if you've done any research about anything ever, they're gonna tell you that content marketing, content marketing, content marketing. And what you think is content marketing is posting about your business on Facebook or on Instagram and showing a few posts here and there. And it is to a degree, but there has to be more to it. What we use is something simple. How many fitness people do you follow on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube? I'll name 3 people. Let's say you follow Jeff Cavalier, Jeff Nepper, and Stephanie Buttermore. These 3 people have hundreds of videos that talk about fitness, right? Fitness, health, nutrition, all the above. And what happens is that you as a consumer, as a viewer, have consumed their content, watched their content, learned so much more from them that you begin to develop, and I know this sounds really weird, but you develop this form of relationship and trust. Even though you've never met them and they've never met you, you have this community that you feel that you've been involved with and engaged with, especially if they do speak to you directly, if they do have high social engagement on their other social channels, not like YouTube, or even YouTube, where they respond to you in the comments. It is building this community and having these videos upon videos upon videos to go and reference that when either Jeff or Stephanie say, hey, I'm releasing a brand new program that's going to help you do X, Y, or Z, guess what? People wanna buy it. Why? Because they spent the most time with them. I'll give you one more example, and I'm gonna put his name in here. It's a guy who is a marketing speaker, and he talks about this and he gives this analogy.
This is why content is king. I call this a 7-11 principle. It takes 11 touch points for somebody to buy your shit. So this is data from Google's 0 Moments of Truth, where they researched a whole bunch of people's search history. Yeah, that's scary. It takes about 7 hours for you to be able to become an acquaintance with somebody from a stranger. This is Professor Dunbar. 30 hours to be casual friends, 50 hours to be friends, 300 hours to be best friends. Mate, what's your name? Henry. So Henry, who's your favorite artist on Spotify? If I was like, put a vibe on, what would you choose? Drake, awesome. Do you reckon you listen to Drake for 300 hours in your life?
Yeah.
Yeah? Drake's your best friend. Listen to this. Your brain cannot tell the difference between spending 300 hours with Drake in person or through his content. So in your brain, there's only really 3 people that exist by default, and that's because you spent time with them. That's why content is king. That's why I got to ask you the question, people, do you have at least 7 hours of content?
So the thing is with that is that content marketing, it's not just posting a photo, or it's not just posting a video. There's so much more that's behind it. And what goes deeper into it is the strategy behind it. It's not something you just do willy-nilly. That's why I'm having this conversation with you, posting this video specifically. Content marketing is not about just sales or pitching. It is about telling a story that genuinely connects with your audience. And that is what my business does. My business builds that content for you. And we're stepping into 2024. Whether you're a new business owner or one that's been in the game for a while, you need to step your content game up. I'm not talking about just post more. You need quality over quantity. Even if you post 3 times a week, make sure that there is a reason why behind each post. There is something strategic about it. And I know you're probably thinking, I don't know how to do that. What does that even look like? Or I can't afford that. I don't have that in my budget. Well, guess what? Good news for you. In the link below, I'm going to give you a free resource. I'm going to link you to my website where you can get your Content Strategy Worksheet. And what this is gonna do is this is gonna walk you through step by step all the things that you need to look at when you're going to build out your content strategy. Before you even touch a calendar, you need to know very specific things. And the reason why I want you to do this is so you're not just out here posting willy-nilly. You're not just using your phone to say, oh, look, I've now made something. But nobody cares about that. No, I want you to actually take the time to really understand what type of content it is you're going to be creating, because not all content is created equal. And if you need help, say you get to that worksheet and you're like, I still don't have any idea, guess what? You can always just schedule an appointment, sit down with me, and we can go over that. We can get a good idea so that way you can start moving forward. You can get more sales, you can get more clients, you can have more opportunities. As a business owner here in Omaha, I see what my city has, and specifically, I get a special vantage point because I talk to businesses all the time. I've traveled around town and met with different business owners and see how much potential we truly have here in Omaha. And there's so many things that nobody knows about. Your content strategy, your content marketing, there's things that were happening in town I had no idea. A lot of us, especially small businesses, local businesses, we didn't get into this with this $1 million strategy, with this team behind us. We're coming out of pocket from 95% of this. This is an opportunity that we had no idea. We just kind of fell into it. And before we know, we're now doing it. So you come in, you don't know marketing. I want you as a business owner, and I need everybody to understand this. So please, if you're watching this, link this to every business owner you know. I'm not asking you for anything other than to help another business owners. We are in 2024. The world is not what it used to be. In order for your business to succeed, you need digital media. Especially if you're a local business, you need content marketing. So if you want to know more about how to increase your content marketing and how to increase your following, increase your audience, and talk to that audience, reach your audience, your target audience, follow me on social media and YouTube. Subscribe here on YouTube. So as a recap, my name is Brandon and I am a local filmmaker here in Omaha with the company called Churlish Media. We specialize in helping business owners reach their target audience and nurture that audience so that way they can build a long-lasting community. And I'm a local business owner who wants to see the city that he grew up in thrive. So I ask you, subscribe, like, share, comment, follow, and let's do some dope stuff together. Oh, and one more thing before I leave. Since I'm already here, let me go ahead and shout out all the businesses that I got to work with. Like, this was a bigger year for me. I officially became an established LLC as of this year, and I got to work with and meet some incredible people. So without further ado, here is a highlight of all of the amazing people that I had the opportunity to work with. And with that said, to those outstanding business owners and other creators, thank you. You guys have definitely made it worthwhile, and I couldn't be happier and more excited to continue to build. You guys have incredible potential and have something that is completely different than everybody else. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. We'll see you guys in the next video. Adios. Are you clapping? Both of you?
Clap.
My biggest supporters, ladies and gentlemen.